everyone to pitch in and help us with these races. So on August 23rd, we will have a primary for those of us who live in the 36th district, and that is Tito Munoz and Jeff Frederick. So Tito, I'm going to ask you to come up first. I don't know if y'all were in the room. I said I do things in backwards alphabetical orders. Y'all might not be used to that. Thank you.
Wow. My name is Tito Munoz. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for being here. For me, it's an honor to be running in this race and representing the 36th district when I win November. Let me start with a phrase of Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson wrote a phrase that it makes so much sense today. And he says, I predict future happiness for Americans if they can prevent government from wasting the labor of the people under the pretense of taking care of them. And we see the federal government, also we see the state government wasting your money. Taking your money, not only taking your money, but also taking your power, taking your freedom. We see it in the state government because the state government in 2000 to 2008 went from $24 billion to $38 billion budgets. They spent $14 billion in 8 years. Now the population grew only 1 million. That's 14%. As a business owner, because I own a construction company, if I have 14% of customers and I grew over here at 60%, I will be out of business. If I was a manager, I will be fired. So I hope you remember those numbers. I was not there in the House of Delegates or in the Senate, but I will be there protecting your interests. And the focus is about jobs. And how are we going to create jobs? We're going to give you back your money. We're going to create a smaller government, a government that it functions. Because government has some functions, but not the functions that they want to embrace. So we want to train the government so we could lower your taxes. So we could get the government out of the way of the families, get out of the way of the business. Because government is interfering in our business, in our lives. Then we could create jobs. Because then businesses will have the opportunity to invest. You will have the money to buy and to do whatever you want with your money. We talk about transportation. I see people talking about transportation, but they have never built a road. I'm Tito the builder. I build roads. They don't know what regulations are. If you ask a politician, what is 21A? What is 21B? What is CR6? What is number 57? What is number 8? What is granular stone? They don't know, but you pay for it, and I know what is that. And I will know every money that you pay, because I understand what is it to take to build a road. We take 12 years to make a decision to build a road. If you make a decision for your life, it takes 12 years, you're never going to go nowhere. This is the things that are happening down there. I bring expertise in business. I bring expertise on hands-on business because I am a worker too. I'm not just a CEO sitting on a desk. I work in my company with my hands on. Energy. Why is energy so important? Energy is important because we have energy in Virginia. We have coal, we have natural gas, we have petroleum. And what is the federal government doing to your money? They're taking your money and they give it to Brazil and Colombia. So Brazil could drill off the coast of Copacabana and Ipanema, and Colombia could build a refinery. But here in Norfolk, they closed a refinery in 2009. We lost 250 jobs. That will not happen when up there, because I will make a stink to the federal government, stealing your money, give it to somebody else, and then losing our jobs. Education. I grew up in a family of educators. College, university, K-12 educators. All my uncles. My uncle was the secretary of the education on my state, in my departamento, that's what they call it in Colombia. When I went to public school, I was in private school, and then I decided to go to public school. I asked my uncle, I want to go to the best public school. He gave me the names of the 3 best, were the best teachers there. Then I said, no, uncle, I want you to see the first 2 where the best students could go to college. He gave me the first 2. Then me, with my grandmother, we picked the school. Now, how many of you have picked your school? How many of you could pick your children's school? None. I'm going to give you that choice. I'm going to give you that opportunity so you own that power. Now, we talk about conservative values. But sometimes people don't live up to those values. Let me tell you something. In 2009, I was offered a job in Quantico because I do some work for the military, and most of my work is private business. I build gas stations, service stations, I build restaurants, I build banks, I build, you name it. Whatever is there, commercial, I build. And they offered me a job. The job was paid by the stimulus money. My wife and I made the decision we don't want that job because we don't believe in the stimulus. So that is ethics. That is a person that believe that you don't get something that you do not believe is right. I refuse to take the job. As same as I refuse to take any contract based on minority disadvantaged business. Never have taken any contract on that basis. And when I become a senator, one of my targets will be the Department of Minority Business Enterprise, who discriminate people like you because you are not a minority. I think that's not fair. Those offices should dismantle or should be a different way. Thank you very much. Do me a favor, help me with the campaign. I have yard signs, bumper stickers. We need volunteers. We need your money too. Thank you very much.